We like to stay caffeinated and motivated, Max.
Yeah, buy some coffee.
Yeah.
You hit that like button, or I'm going to send Neville after you.
U.S. Cellular grapples with cable's rise in wireless. All right, so good news. This is a bright spot for U.S. Cellular. They gained 114 fixed wireless access customers. Bad
Holy
news.
shit.
They lost 53,000 postpaid phone customers. Now, I want to give you guys perspective. The wireless customer is more profitable than the fixed wireless.
Oh, yeah.
Whether you look at it from like a per gig basis or just an account basis. So this kind of sucks for them. They're losing their profitable customers. The thing that has driven the slowdown in gross ads is a pretty simple equation. It's been the expansion and rise of cable wireless players.
I thought their financials were like horrible.
U.S. Cellular's, they've got to update a lot of their tower sites, and they're losing customers.
Right, exactly. That's what I was reading about.
That's a bad combo, because like here's
Right.
the thing, Zero Cool. If you're gaining customers and your ARPUs are increasing, your ARPAs are increasing, it justifies the upgrades. Why the hell is Verizon sinking $10 billion into C-band in just network capex? Why are they investing $18.5 billion into the network? Because they generate growing revenues. If your revenues don't grow, it doesn't justify the expansion.
Right, exactly. Yep. These guys just need to just sell out already. I don't know.
Yeah, but nobody wants to pay for them unless it's at that, what B calls pennies on the dollar. I think
they will. I think behind the scenes they're making.
This is another situation of the burger. How much you willing to pay? You're not paying $10 for the Mickey D's.
Yeah. We're gonna have to wait till the price drops for sure.
I've got something to add in as someone who lives in the cellular market. And
Go ahead, Max.
EM's free to add to this as well. If you asked someone 4 years ago why they used U.S. Cellular for their phone service, they'd say because it was their only option. And if you look back into their advertising, you'd see they're advertising the network, the coverage, all that type of stuff. Now every network's got coverage where they do, and so it's more about price. So now they're competing with price. The one line of postpaid for $30, that type of stuff. Or, any phone free without a trade-in required. That's a real thing, by the way. They're just trying to compete hard with the deals now because they've got no more network advantage. And they're losing. They're not getting it.
Yeah, they're horrible. So bad.
Yeah, they were horrible when I had them back in the day.
I mean, the big thing with U.S. Cellular is they are a subsidiary of TDS Telecom, right?
A wireline operator.
A wireline operator. As we all know, wireline's very expensive to build, very expensive to maintain, very expensive to acquire customers. U.S. Cellular is TDS's cash cow. So we're not going to see a big push for them to lose this cash cow of theirs unless it's a full-blown M&A of the entire organization.
So, EM, do you think U.S. Cellular's ARPU is competitive to say to T-Mobile, for example, or do you think it's like AT&T's or Verizon? Do you think it's that high?
I think it's high enough for TDS to justify keeping them around. Like, because they're
why are they trying to have a fire sale, dude?
I don't think they really are, though. I think that's just a conspiracy theory that's been floating around within industry insiders. I don't truly
see when that narrative starts to happen. It changes the positioning of these companies. They start to move differently. They start inquiring. They start asking questions. They start like moving capital, raising capital. Like they really think it's going to happen. They're going to start moving for it.
I mean, maybe, but it's not going to come at the cost of like TDS just getting rid of their wireless business and then keep
but what I'm saying is, you mean to tell me that Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile aren't behind the scenes going, hey, some of these assets become available. Let's start putting together a rainy day fund so we can get in on some of this. I mean, they have to be mulling that around a little bit internally.
I mean, I would imagine so.
I mean, even Stanky talked about Dish going bankrupt. That was a bad.
If you want my personal speculation, I don't think AT&T's even in the conversation with this one, because I don't think that they would get through any sort of regulator acquiring U.S. Cellular.
Wait, but Verizon would, or T-Mobile would?
I think that there is an argument to be had with T-Mobile and Verizon.
T-Mobile T-Mobile had like
T-Mobile,
7
Sneed.
mergers.
Sneed, T-Mobile would have a better chance because there are still locations where U.S. Cellular has coverage, but T-Mobile doesn't.
Exactly.
And that's not quite the case with AT&T and Verizon.
Hold on,
Yeah,
Pete.
but you guys would be hard pressed.
T-Mobile has not been regulated for the last 15 years of their existence.
Exactly.
How long are we going to keep giving T-Mobile shit?
Let's put it this way: they're going to keep on buying companies until someone brings the hammer down on them.
Hold on, Pete.
But
what does T-Mobile have
until they're the company?
What does T-Mobile have on the FCC and the DOJ that I don't know about?
They don't have anything you don't know about. But by the way, U.S. Cellular and all cell companies, local cell companies are not going to have a buyout under this administration. So this is all a pipe dream.
Yeah, and any M&A is a pipe dream right now.
The best match for U.S. Cellular is with Dish.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
exactly.
Dish doesn't have the money.
Nobody does right now. I wish we would stop talking about M&As. Nobody has the money. It's a recession, doggone near. According to a lot of people's eyes, the Fed rates are through the roof. Can we not talk about M&As anymore for a while, please?
Exactly.
Wait, so you just want to wait a year is what you want?
The Justice
all the
Department's
carriers
not going to allow this.
All the carriers are in debt to the eyeballs. Rates are through the roof. I mean, can we stop living in la la land for a little while?
Yeah, but they're most of their debt's fixed, man.
So what? It still has to be paid.
I'm just saying, them's the facts, bro.
You're true. Right, but I mean, it's like none of the MNOs really have money to just be buying companies right now, guys. I mean, that's why U.S. Cellular is still quote unquote on the market. Nobody scooped them up because nobody's got the money.
Honestly,
I mean, that's just the point.
These days, U.S. Cellular reminds me a lot of Sprint. Like in the later days, they got this little like side chick network. Just no one wants it because why would they when they could get the same coverage from another company? And so they're slinging the cheap lines. They're getting one line for $30, just like the Sprint Kickstart. It's literally like Sprint but without Mario.
Oh man,
dude, you just jinxed it. They're gonna now hire up Mario.
You guys ready for this next story?
We're not gonna make it.
Yes, please.
We have the company. Yeah.